Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for pressing play. Um, welcome everybody to today's class. Just making sure that no one is joining on Zoom. No one else. Okay. Well, welcome to today's class. Today we're going to be focusing on active flexibility, mostly through our hamstrings, so the muscles at the back of our legs, and our quads, the muscles at the front. We're going to start relatively chilled, lying on our back. Just make no mistake, today's class, it is going to challenge you a little bit in terms of your balance. So I would suggest grabbing yourself a set of blocks as well if you can. Like if you do have blocks at home, that'd be awesome, or something that resembles blocks to make your life a little bit easier for some of the transitions. And I highly encourage you to really listen carefully to the cues that I give you about your body. If you're a little bit confused by them, all I can say is that over time, the cueing and the things that I tell you to activate in your body should make more sense over time. Like if you're finding it difficult to, I just want to make sure that my microphone is picking up here. Yeah. If you're not sure about something and you feel like you need help with anything, or you're not sure about anything, then just pop me an email and let me know. Okay. Just want to make sure that my microphone is correct here. All right. Hopefully, I don't know if my microphone's coming through here on YouTube. Let's hope it is. Okay. Either way, we've got the Zoom recording going, so that should be good. All right. So for today, we're going to start in a seated position, sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to face you to begin, and then I'm going to go lengthways on my mat. So if you want to sit like me, you're welcome to. Sitting with your hands relaxed behind your body. We're going to super slowly, with our breath, allow our knees to windscreen wipe from side to side. So we're going to take an inhale to bring the knees up through center, and an exhale to let them float to one side. An inhale, ideally in through our nose, and an exhale to the other side. Go for 8 breaths. Start to get a sense of the rhythm of your breathing. If you tend to do really fast-paced workout classes, and I know if you are a skateboarder doing this class, you know your default is like go, 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 attack. I want you to slow things down now. Last 2. And last time. Okay, so you're going to take both of your knees over to one side. You're going to frame your front knee. So if you're mirroring me, it's probably going to be your left knee. Frame your front knee. And then you're going to like bow down over your front thigh. Come up. Take your hands back behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your hips up. Nice. From here, take your knees over to the other side. Frame the front knee. Lengthen through your spine. Bow down over your front knee. Roll your spine up. Stay on that side. Take your hands back behind you. Lift up through your hips, pushing your back knee through the floor. Nice. Other side. Switcheroo. Frame. Hinge. Come up, keep the thighs there, just the hands go first. Lift your hips up. You want to feel a stretch at the front of that right hip if you're mirroring me. If you're watching on YouTube, it'll be your left hip. Just keep switching from side to side. Oop. Coming here, frame, come down, up, hand back, lift your hips. One more each side. So floss it over. Frame the front leg. Hinge over your front thigh. Bring it up. Keep your legs as they are. Just the hands move back first. Squeeze your bum. Press your hips up. Try not to arch into the lower back. So think about pulling your ribs in and pushing your pubic bone up. Good. Knees, hand, frame, hinge. Come up. Keep your knees as they are. Just take your hand back. Lift up. Squeeze your bum. And then bring it back. Good job. Okay, we're going to add a little bit more onto that little teeny tiny sequence as a little warm-up. Allow yourself to just flow dynamically through it, okay? So knees over, let's say to your right. Frame your right knee with your hands. Fold over your right thigh. Bring yourself back up. Left hand goes back behind you. Lift your hips up. Nice. Now from here, weird little transition. Take your right hand down to the ground alongside you. Stretch your left leg out in front of you. And then you're going to lift up here. Okay. So my right hand, my right hip, and my left foot are in one straight line. So if I had to face you to do this, I'm here. Okay. Then I'm going to come back down, let my booty come down. Bend into my knee, hands back behind me, floss over, okay? Right hand comes forward, frame my left leg, bow down. Take your right hand back behind you again, lift your hips up. Okay, now your left hand, left knee, right leg in one straight line. Check that line. Yeah, left hand, left knee, right foot. And then you're going to push your hips forward and up. Come into this position. Nice. Slowly bring it down. Bend into that back knee, hands back behind you, floss. Frame, hinge. Come up. Left hand lifts. Left hand back behind, lift the hips. Nice. Right hand moves in front of the right knee. Left leg straightens out. You're going to take a big dramatic swish up. Take yourself back down. Hands back behind. Both knees over to the left. Right hand frames left knee. Hinge forward. Come down. Right arm up behind you. Lift your hips up. Lower down. Left hand moves forward in line with left knee. Right leg stretches out long. Big dramatic swish. Come up. Slowly take it down. Nice. Stretch both legs out long into your straddle position or middle splits, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Very nice. From here, we're going to inhale, reach our arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Try not to put your hands on the ground. Squeeze your bum. Squeeze your bum to open up your inner thighs. Reach long through your spine. So try not to round into your back, but think about a piece of string pulling your heart forward. Reach. Breathe. Good. Holding for 5. Squeeze your bum. Do something with your feet, point or flex, or both. 3, 2, 1, and come up. Very nice. Take your hands back behind you. Bend your knees. I'm going to turn myself to profile so you can see what I'm doing. Bend into your knees. Take your legs up off of the ground. Nice. From here, see if you can straighten your legs up towards the ceiling. You're going to slowly let your left leg open out to the left. Bring it back. Right leg opens to the right. Bring it back. Open, close. Open, close. Now both at the same time. Open, close. Open, close. 8, 7, 6, draw your belly in, push the ground away through your forearms. 5, keep going. 4, that's it. 3, I'm going to break my plants. 2, sorry, plant. 1, very nice. Perfect. Lie on your back, hug your knees towards your chest. Take a little rock from side to side. Starting to connect a little bit more to your breath here. Roll from side to side. Maybe close your eyes. Take a moment to breathe. Keep rolling from side to side, massaging through your lower back. Relax your shoulders. Start to feel the contact points of your body on the floor behind you. Okay. Keep hugging your right knee in towards your body, really, really close. Stretch your left leg out long on the mat on the ground. Keep your left leg active. So try not to have a noodly left leg, but push your left leg through the floor. Grab a hold of the back of your right thigh, interlocking your fingers and squeeze your shoulder blades down. Nice. Flex into your right foot, flex into your left foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly straighten up through the back of the right leg and bend. The aim of the game is to keep your right thigh as close to your body as possible as you bend and straighten your knee. Okay? So when I try and straighten my leg, my hands aren't straightening out. Okay? I keep my elbows consistently bent as much as I can to pull my thigh in. Keep going for 4. So don't worry about how yours looks compared to mine. Just feel the stretch at the back of your legs, okay? At the back of your right leg. 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. From here, you're going to see if you can reach your right hand to grab a hold of the outside of your right foot. Shine the sole of your right foot to the sky and slowly come down into half happy baby. Actively pulling that right shin in towards you. So I'm trying to plug my right shoulder into its socket. At the same time, I'm trying to almost push my right foot into my right hand. So a bit of a push through the leg and a pull through the arm. Okay. Holding for 5, 4, 3. Keep slicing the left leg through the floor. 1, and then relax it down. Send your right leg to the floor. Bend into your left knee. Hug it in close. You can give it a little circle. Good. Grab a hold of the back of your left thigh. Hug it in really close. Squeeze your shoulder blades together and down. Elbows on the mat. Flex into your left foot. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly straighten out through the back of that left leg. Inhale to bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, bend. Keep hugging it in really close. Remember, don't let those elbows straighten as the leg goes up. Yeah. Last 2. And last time. Bend into that left knee. See if you can reach and grab a hold of the outside of the left foot with your left hand. Okay, you might have to get your head up there to reach for the foot and then see if you can get your head back to the ground. If you can't, pop a block behind your head. Okay. Push that right thigh into the floor. Pull the left knee in towards you. Create the push through the foot and the pull through the arm. Okay. So like a circle of energy. Push, pull, push, pull. 2 more breaths. Keep slicing that right leg through the floor. And then slowly fold. You're going to bend into your knees and then let both of your knees float east and west. Bring the soles of your feet to touch. Push the soles of your feet into each other. So they're not just chilling there, they're really pushing into each other. Nice. Okay, keep squeezing your bum to open the knees east and west. Take your hands back behind you. Inhale. And as you exhale, we're going to crunch it up. Inhale to lower back down. Exhale to crunch it up. Inhale to lower down. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, lower. Let's try for 6. Keep squeezing your feet together. So if you kind of lose that, you don't get as much of the magic. So you really need to constantly squeeze your feet together. 5. Good. Keep going. 4. Lengthen through your tailbone. 3. 2. 1. Lift and hold. See if you can press your lower back into the floor. Hover your feet and relax. Press your lower back into the floor. Hover your feet and then relax. If your feet don't hover and you feel too much on your lower back, you press your lower back into the floor. Lift one leg, lower down. Press your lower back into the floor. Lift the other leg, lower down. Okay? Try for 4 more. And lower. So whatever happens, your lower back is staying really quiet. So I'm not arching into my lower back and then rounding into my lower back. Okay, keep your lower back quiet. 2. Here goes the lights. 1. Nice. And then we roll up into seated. Amazing. Okay, so from here, you're going to need a set of blocks, or at least imagine that you have a set of blocks, because you're going to do some really, really great hip mobility stuff. It's amazing if you've ever had hip flexor tendonitis or hip flexor strain or groin strain, or if you're just struggling with mobility in your hips in general. It's not going to feel like a stretch, but this is going to give you more range of motion in your hips in the long run. If you struggle to sit up tall, sit with your back against a wall. Okay, there's no two ways about it, because you don't want your back to round excessively, because that means your lower back is doing the work for you. So we need to lift up through the lower back and get length. You're going to place your blocks down onto the ground flat. Okay, so sitting in a bit of a straddle, not your maximum straddle, and we're going to place our hands back behind us, sit up really tall. So watch for that happening in your posture. Really try and get up really tall, flex into the feet, take an inhale, push your butt down into the floor, and you're going to exhale up and in. 8 times on one leg, doesn't matter. 7, 6. Try not to let your heel crash down each time. So it's a tap. 5. Maybe you can go hands free. 4. Keep your spine long. 3, 2, 1. Switch it up through the legs. And 8, 7. You can keep your fingertips on the ground. You can go no hands, or you can use your hands a lot if you feel like you need that. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. And we're going to try and do both at the same time. So take your hands back behind you to begin with. Lengthen through the lower back, and you're going to try and lift and lift. Lift and lift. Lift and lift. Try go for 4. So feel your tummy muscles work. 3, 2, 1. Take them wide. Sit up tall again. Hands in front of you now. So it's going to be a little bit more of a pushing through the floor through the hands and a drawing in of the belly to get the legs to do what they got to do. Maybe you can take your blocks to a higher setting, or just imagine that you have taller things around your legs now. Okay, hands down in front of you. From here, you're going to push the ground away. Try and lift the legs in and out. 6, 5, 4. This is really going to help you with power for your popping. 2, 1. Well done. Okay, place your blocks at the top of your mat, and we're going to transition to all fours, starting with our authentic movements vinyasa. If you don't know what that is, I've done it in the first few videos. So definitely check it out, but I will run through it here with you. So we start with the hands underneath our shoulders, knees underneath our hips. So we're going to round into a cat stretch, pushing the ground away. And then we're going to arch into a cow camel stretch, sending your heart forward. As you send your heart forward, bring your heels to your bum. Really reach your heart forward. Bend your elbows so that you're on the ground with your knees, your chest, and your chin. You're then going to push the floor away, round into your spine, back into that cat stretch. Keep looking back at your thighs, tops of the feet on the floor. Push your hips forward and start to melt or peel your way, smearing yourself down onto the floor. Okay. From here, hands are going to stay under the ribs or just underneath the shoulders. You're going to come into a little baby cobra. Squeeze your bum, press the tops of your feet into the mat, roll your shoulder blades back and down. Push the floor forward and away to lift yourself up, keeping length through the lower back. Glutes are switched on and charged. Pull the earth towards you through the hands, elbows are bent. Upper body is working hard here, so is the lower body. Slowly bring yourself down. Hands underneath the shoulders or next to your ribs to press yourself onto your knees and then into downward facing dog. Relaxing your head down. Finding your breath here. Take an inhale, look forward. Big step to the top of the mat, both feet, and fold. Inhale, hands to shins, floor or blocks, halfway lift. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Circle your arms wide. Bring your palms to touch, hands to heart center, thumb on your sternum, and then palms to your side, mountain pose. Take a moment here to set your focus and your intention. Feeling the movement that we've just done through your body, starting to calm things down in your mind. Looking inwards. We're going to inhale, circle sweep the arms up. Bring the palms to touch. Exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale, halfway lift. Hands to shins, blocks or mat. Spine and gaze long. Exhale, fold. Palms to the mat, nice and flat. Step yourself back into your plank pose. You can always lower your knees if this is too much. Pressing out through the heels of your feet. Wrapping your triceps back towards your thighs. Inhale, shift your shoulders slightly forward. Exhale, lower your knees. Inhale, cat stretch round through the spine. Exhale, knees, chest, chin, coming down. Inhale, cat stretch. Exhale, keep looking back at your thighs, rolling, smearing yourself to the floor. Adjust your hands as needed, maybe shifting them slightly forward. Press down through the tops of the feet, squeeze your bum, roll shoulders back and down, coming into little baby cobra. So keep the elbows bent, pull your heart forward through the mat. So you're really pushing and pulling. Push through the floor onto your knees, tuck your toes, send your bum up and back to downward facing dog. Let's roll through that one more time. Inhale, look forward. Step, bending your knees first. Step it forward to the top of the mat. Fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way. Circling the arms wide, reach the arms up, palms touch. Exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Palms down, facing forward, mountain pose. Reaffirm into your feet, soft bend into the knees. Squeegee your inner thighs together. So isometrically pull the insides of your legs towards each other. Lengthen through the tailbone. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, circle sweep. Inhale, rise. Arms up again. Exhale, cactus through the arms. Inhale, reach up. Palms touch. Exhale, fold yourself in half. Inhale, hands to shins, mat or blocks, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Palms to the ground. Inhale, step back into your plank. Press out through the heels, charge up through the glutes. Inhale, shift your shoulders forward in relation to the wrists. Exhale, lower your knees, chest, chin. Let's come up into that cat stretch. Inhale. And exhale, peel yourself down. Adjust your hands. Maybe coming into full cobra this time, roll the shoulder blades back and down. Allow your hands to be slightly further forward. Press your pubic bone into the mat and slowly come up. Dragging your heart forward, charge up through the glutes. And exhale, lower. Adjust your hands, press yourself to your knees, and then up and back into downward facing dog. Well done. Inhale, right leg rises. We're going to take really big circles of that right leg, keeping it straight. So you're going to take it out to the side, up and back and down. Out to the side, up and back and down. 2 more, out to the side, up, back and down. Last time. Good, reverse your direction. You're going to take it up, slowly out to the side. Keep the shoulders square. 3, 2, 1. Bend into your left knee. Step your right foot through to the space between your hands. Lower your left knee to the ground. Untuck the toes. Sweep your arms up. Take both of the hands down to the inside of your right foot. Squeeze your right knee into your right shoulder. Pull your heart forward. Very nice. From here, we're going to slowly pull our bum back, straightening out through the front leg, moving your hips from side to side. Keep that right leg in front. Take both of your hands to the right-hand side of that leg. Reach your heart forward. Re-square your hands. Bend into your front knee. Grab a hold of your blocks. Keep that deep bend in the front knee. Reach your heart forward and through. From here, if it's available to you, bend into the left knee. Squeeze your heel towards your bum. Reach your heart forward. We're going to just keep this active. You might feel the back of your left leg really cramp up. That's kind of normal in the beginning, unfortunately. Good. Start to take a little rock and roll through the hips, feeling out the different fibers of the left hip flexor, feeling that stretch. Nice. Let the left foot come back down to the ground. From here, you're going to start to straighten out your right leg a little more. Okay, so you might want to slide your right leg forward, or you might want to slide the left leg back a little, using your hands on your blocks. Now, what I want to make sure of for you is that your hands are not there and you're not leaning forward like that. So your hands and your blocks are going to be underneath your shoulders. So say, for instance, you need support quite high up. You bring the blocks to that high point up there. Breathing into this position. Try not to let your ribs flare too much forward. Think about drawing your pubic bone in and up. Last breath. Nice. And then slowly bring your front foot in. Good. Remove your blocks. And we're going to lift up our back knee. Nice. From here, start to pull your belly away from your front thigh. Lengthening through your spine, take your hands away from the floor. Inhale, sweep your arms up. Maybe interlacing the fingers. Stretch. Beautiful. From here, we're going to come into our warrior two. You're going to pivot on your back foot. So heel to arch alignment through the feet. Get your shoulders above your shoulders above your hips, and reach your arms long. So we turn towards the left-hand side of our mat. Your back might be away from me right now, depending on if you're mirroring me or not. Stretch your fingertips long, lengthen through the crown of your head, bend a little deeper into your front knee. Keep that front knee bent. We're going to reverse our warrior. So take your left hand behind your back. Right arm's going to reach up and over. So we feel a stretch over the right side body. Keep the bend in the front knee. We're coming into extended side angle. So you let your right elbow rest on your right thigh. Left arm comes up and over. You might stay here if you want to take it a little bit deeper without sinking into your hips and letting your ribs drop. Keep drawing everything to the midline. Maybe you can reach the left arm up. Slide your right hand to let your fingertips touch the floor, maybe blocks. Bend a little deeper into that right knee, maybe. If it's available to you, sneak your right shoulder onto your right thigh and see if you can reach your right hand back to grab a hold of your left hip. Maybe your left hand meets. You come into your bind. See, I've interlocked my fingers behind my back. You'll see me on the other side again. Deep stretch for the inner thighs. Take your right hand to the mat, left hand to the mat. Pivot on your feet. Frame your right foot now with the right hand. Maybe grabbing a hold of your blocks again. You're going to come into long stance pyramid. So we straighten out the front leg. I'll move my hands back. Straightening out the front leg. Maybe lift the toes of the front leg up. Square off through the hips and try and lengthen through your spine. So rounded back is pretty normal, but see if you can try and find length. If you struggle, get your blocks onto that higher setting. Breathing deep here. All right, from this position, we're going to come into a warrior three. We're going to bend into our front knee, shift your blocks forward. Okay, from here, you're going to roll over the toes of your back foot. So I'll do that again. You roll over the toes of the back foot to bring the weight into your front leg, and then you're going to try and lift your back leg up. Trying to get a nice flat back here. Front leg is the working leg. You're going to lift your blocks off of the floor. Start to straighten out your spine. Lift the back leg up a little higher if you can. Holding for 5. Maybe reach the arms long. Whoa, almost lost it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Hands and blocks down to the ground. Step your left foot back to where it came from. Take your blocks down to the lower setting. We're going to try and go through something called a pyramid plug. So you're going to straighten out through the front leg. You're going to inhale to pull your heart forward. Lift up high on the toes of your back foot. So you see, back foot lifts. I'm going to exhale, push push through my blocks and see if I can slide my right foot back into downward facing dog. Remove your blocks. Okay, so you might feel quite different in your right leg to your left now. We're going to take the left leg up. Inhale it up. Woo-hoo. Don't know if you heard that, but my microphone charger just came down. Maybe you heard that. Inhale, left leg up. Okay, big circles. Straighten out through the leg though, yeah? So we're keeping the leg straight, long and strong. 2 more. Last one. And we're going to reverse it for 4. Keep your shoulders square. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Inhale, lift high on the toes of that right foot. Step your left foot forward and through. Lower your back knee down. Nice. Press your hips forward. Inhale, reach your arms up. Big stretch. Maybe interlacing your fingers. Just enjoy that moment. Take your hands down to the inside of your left foot. Left knee and left shoulder become best friends. We're going to bring our right knee, our right shin, right heel, all the body parts. Right heel towards right glute. And as soon as I do that, I don't want to pull my bum back like that and be on my kneecap. I want to be on the flesh of the front of my thigh. So that's why you need to imagine that somebody is like pushing my hips forward. Keep squeezing the heel to the bum and then just allow yourself to kind of move from side to side, just feeling out the tissue in your hips. Okay. Keep breathing. Maybe you've activated your Ujjayi breathing already. Inhaling in through the nose, exhaling out through a closed mouth. So also exhaling out the nose. Sounds like that. Nice. When you're ready, place that foot down. And you're going to slowly grab a hold of your blocks, pull your bum back, and you're going to lift up the toes of the front foot. Maybe just swaying your hips from side to side here as well. Let go of your blocks, walk both hands over towards the left side. Keep the left foot nice and active. Okay, walk it forward. Bend into that left knee again. Okay, holding onto the blocks, we keep the hips pressed forward. And then, it's up to you. You could slide back or you could slowly start to extend through that left leg. Keep the knee bent initially. Okay, so the left knee, keep it bent. And try and find the level of block that you need. So depending on where you are, to keep your hands or your arms at least relatively next to your body, you might need the higher block setting, or you might take the lower block setting, wherever your mobility allows you to be, okay? Keeping your hips square with the top of your mat. So I haven't let my hips turn. I want my hips pointing straight to the top of my mat, like 2 headlights of a car. Hold and breathe. One more breath. Okay, then slowly bring yourself out of it. No sudden movements. All right, tuck toes of the back foot under. All right, and you can release your blocks. All right, hands down, framing your front foot. Lift your back knee up. Okay, from here, you've probably got your torso contacting your front thigh. So you want to draw your belly in and away and then just hover, keeping length and energy through the crown of the head. So it's as if something's pulling me up that way. I'm not going to round it to my spine. Nice. Inhale, sweep your arms up for your crescent lunge. Nice deep bend into your front knee. Really stretch those arms up. Holding there. We're going to slowly pivot on our back foot to turn into warrior two. So my back foot pivots. I'm going to bend deeper into my left knee. I want to try and keep my shoulders above my hips, so I'm not there. Okay, shoulders stay stacked on top of my hips, and I'm going to reach my arms long, heel to arch alignment through the feet. And in an ideal world, my hips are square now with the right side of my mat. All right, inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Right hand sneaks into the lower back. Send that left knee forward. Keep bending through the left knee. Inhale. And exhale, come into extended side angle pose. Left elbow to left thigh. Right arm reaches up and over. You're welcome to stay here. If you want a little bit more, however, you're not going to sink into the ribs. You keep lifting the ribs and pushing your feet through the floor. Right foot pushes into the floor to keep my glute engaged. And then I'm going to slowly take my left fingertips to the ground or to a block. And then maybe I can come a little deeper, reach my left hand, my left elbow underneath my left thigh. The back of my left palm touches my left booty cheek. My right hand sneaks behind my back. And then I want to open my chest towards the sky. Very nice. From here, take your hands to the mat, square off. We're going to come into our warrior three position, taking your hands back to your blocks, bend into your front knee again. From here, we roll over the back foot, lift that back leg up, balance. Bend into your left knee, lengthen through the crown of your head, pick up the blocks, or just take your hands away from the floor and reach that back leg long from the inner thigh. Draw the lower belly in, soft bend into your front knee. Maybe you can reach your arms long out in front of you, holding for 5, 4, 3. Activate your back leg, 2, 1. Step back from where you started into your lunge. Well done. From here, taking your blocks in the long block position to the ground, straighten out your front leg. If you don't need that, that's fine. I mean, you can take it to short block position or no blocks at all, whatever your mobility allows for you. Okay, but try and lift the toes of the front foot up. Try and lengthen through your spine. Nice. Lift up high on the toes of your back foot. We're going to come back into downward facing dog through a pyramid plug. So I need to push through the floor. I'm going to try and lift up my left foot and step it back into downward facing dog. Coming through that knees, chest, chin vinyasa. I'm going to roll it forward into our plank position. Lower our knees to the ground. Knees, chest, chin. Arch through the spine. Pull your heart forward. Bend the elbows. Come down. And then puff up through the back of the heart. Cat stretch. Round through the spine. Keep looking back at your thighs. Roll yourself down. Peeling yourself back through the floor. One vertebra at a time to come down. Bring your hands slightly in front of your shoulders, a little wider than your mat. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Push your pubic bone into the floor and come up into your cobra. Draw the lower belly in, squeeze your bum. And then lower yourself back down. Tuck your toes under and send yourself up and back to downward facing dog. Inhale, lift to the height of the toes. Exhale, bend your knees, walk, step, or hop yourself forward. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Inhale, rise all the way up. Circling the arms. Bring the palms to touch, up overhead. And exhale, hands down to heart center. Okay, let's come back down again. We're going to move through our splits one more time, but not the whole sequence. Inhale, reach the arms up. Palms to touch. Exhale, cactus through the arms. Lift your chest, open through the heart. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant through the hands, step it back into your plank. Option here to go through vinyasa with a push-up, so normal chaturanga dandasana. So you're going to bring your shoulders forward and then slowly bend the elbows halfway. Try not to let the shoulders sink. Pull yourself through, squeezing your kneecaps up, lifting the heart. And then we're going to press ourselves up and back from there into downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg rises up. Exhale, step your right foot forward and through, lower your back knee down, grab your blocks. Nice. So reaffirm your hips forward and tucking the toes of the back foot maybe. That's going to give you a bit more space. But if you prefer that, that's fine. Okay. From here, slowly, again, starting to straighten out through your front leg. Use your blocks, okay? Try and keep your hands under your shoulders. Squeeze your bum if you can here. So that extra muscle activation is going to increase your sensation of stretch. But what that does is it activates your muscle in this lengthened position. And as a result of that, you actually get more longevity out of your stretch, but also more support within your stretch. So it's really nice to have that sense of not just sinking into the joints, but like while you're in that deep stretch position, to contract through the muscles. So squeeze your bum, press your front heel through the floor, contract through the back leg. It will give you more longevity in terms of your flexibility. All right. Maybe taking it a little deeper now if you can, keeping the alignment of your hips. So you're not opening to one side and twisting through the shoulders. You're staying true to the hip position, square with the top of your mat. Holding to breathe here. Keep pressing down through the floor. Keep squeezing your bum. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Maybe letting yourself sink a little bit deeper and then slowly pull yourself out. Send your right leg back. Do a little shake of the hips from side to side. Well done. Get your blocks off to one side. Hands reach forward. Tuck your toes under and find your downward facing dog. All right, you're going to roll through a vinyasa one more time and then take that kind of splits position to the other leg. So let's roll it forward into our plank. Squeeze your glutes, charge up through the legs. Okay, imagine you were squeezing a block with your elbows. Inhale, heart forward. Exhale, come halfway down. And then inhale, pull yourself through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift leg up. Exhale, lift higher in the toes of your right foot. Step your left foot through. Lower your back knee down. Nice. Grab your blocks. Okay. Slowly from here again, we're going to send the left foot forward. You can obviously slide yourself back or just, do like a little caterpillar walk with your left foot forward. Get your blocks. Again, you might start up here. That's a great place to be. Just try and keep your hands aligned with your hips. So it's going to keep your spine long. You can untuck the toes of the back foot or you can keep them tucked, whatever works best for you, play with it. Okay, wherever you are, think about plugging your left hip back, plugging your right hip in and up. So we squeeze our bum, almost like you're trying to scissor your legs through the floor, that kind of thing. Like, okay, nice and active. Breathing through. If you're ready, take it down a little lower. If you're not ready, don't force it, okay? Keeping your hips square with the front of your mat. Engaging through the glutes, squeeze them. If you did take it a little deeper, make sure to find that muscular contraction again if you changed position. Squeezing the glutes is going to open the front of the hip even more. Maybe taking it a little deeper down. One more breath here. Activate through the muscles. And then slowly slide it back. Send that left knee back. Take a little hip sway from side to side. Beautiful work. Okay, from here, last little vinyasa, come back up into your downward facing dog. Breathing here, pedal out through your heels. Breathing for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, ripple yourself forward into your plank position. Nice. Exhale, slowly come down into your plank, or you can do knees, chest, chin, whatever you prefer. Inhale, pull yourself forward and through. Squeeze your kneecaps up in your upward facing dog. Exhale, up and back to downward facing dog. 5 more breaths here. Reach your hips to the sky. Send your bum up and back. Push down through the heels. And then lower your knees to the ground. Big toes to touch, knees wide. Come into shell stretch, child's pose. Breathing down into your belly. Breathing into your lower back. Breathing into your bum. Starting to slow things down. And when you're ready, we're going to slowly lie on our back for our final position. Or Shavasana. Feel free to grab a hoodie or blanket, whatever you need. If you want to put something behind your knees for your lower back, please do. And then just find a quiet spot on your back with your eyes closed. And we're going to focus on the words. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. Every time you take your inhale, either out loud or just in your mind, I'd like you to say, I am breathing in. I am breathing out. 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 Start to let go of your natural breath and find rest, letting yourself sink deep into relaxation. Every exhale, relenting into the floor. Slowly start to come back to your breath, bringing awareness to your inhalation and your exhalation. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. I am breathing in. Start to open your eyes. I am breathing out. On your next inhale, take a full body stretch, reaching your arms up. And exhale when you're ready. And if you like to, roll onto your favorite side, or maybe switch it up, go to the other side today. Live on the edge. Taking a moment. If and when you're ready, come up into a seat. I'd like to thank you for practicing with me today. And I invite you to take a breath in with me to close things off and to just show and express gratitude for the practice of yoga and for our body and for all of us who have moved together today from around the world. We're going to take an inhale, bring the palms to touch, hands to heart center. Maybe bow your head in reverence to your practice, to each other, and the collective consciousness. I'd like to thank you so much for being here with me today. Have an amazing day further. Bye.